How we doing today, man? Just took a little break even on this, trying to go long pre-market, this 3-minute inversion right here. And then I took a small loss on the same trade there. But yeah, small loss, not too worried about it. It is kind of an annoying way to start, but I wanted to see us go higher. Now I'm expecting almost a quick reversal here. I'm going to slap longs from this IFEG. And if it doesn't work, then I guess I just don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to go long here, I believe. Oh, no. I like longs now, but I kind of want to give it more time to print. We have SMT at this low here. I like this momentum back up though. I do want to get involved if we get that flip. Kind of choppy here off open. I got my code Diego with Tradeify, which was pretty cool. So now it's not code DB, it's code Diego. So all my firms now are code Diego. That's really sick. They sorted that out for me, which was really cool. CPI this morning, I did not participate in the full ports as much as it would be fun to. I didn't. Hopefully you guys did well. If you did, I think Apex running 80% off. Obviously code Diego, but yeah, what am I expecting today? I kind of expect us just to go higher. Reasoning for that is simple. Hourly, we've been just kind of chugging in this range, but we have all these highs here. The only reason we might not is because, again, we've been chugging in this range, and ES has a lot of room to the downside, and it's already made SMT at all-time highs. So we shall see. This never got inverted. Let's see if we have another 30-second kind of printing out here. We don't. It's a little bit choppy now. Double and triple check news for this day. CPI, and then 10 o'clock, and then 2. Okay. Okay, this is good. Could just be chopped, though. Yep, looking like just chop because it's just immediately wicking. It's a dangerous game to try and play trades right now, it seems. Don't need to rush it just because I lost yesterday, but it'd be nice to hit a trade. I really do think, though, that a close above here will kind of start printing those up. I will be involved here, especially if we get that IFEG. Don't like that wick. Don't like that wick at all.
Order filled.
Need to kind of print up here now. I like that move. Needs to get above this. I don't mind this loss. It'll be annoying if we lose, but I like the trade. A lot of volatility off open here. Really want to see it go now. Really would like to see it go now. This is stressing me out. I'm gonna go break even if we get above this high after that wick. Break even on this. Break even as soon as we can. Might just close this. Break even as soon as we get above this high. Break even there. I'm not playing any games. This is crazy.
Order filled.
Alright, cool. Wasn't trying to play any games there. That was a little bit crazy. Cool. Another
Order
partial.
filled.
We'll let this thing run. Yes, it's not moving anywhere.
Order filled.
Oh wow, I got such a bad fill there. Then we do that. That's actually annoying. I was up like $20 extra per account, and it just did the worst fill of all time. But if we can get all the way up to these highs, that would be amazing. Should go here, and then I'll trail my stop to this low when we get above this take profit. It's a brutal break even for anyone that didn't partial. That's why I'm glad I partial like I do. Okay, cool. All out there. I'm done for the day, I believe. Although this is, yeah, that's a brutal break even for anybody that got break even on that, dude. Wow. Take a screenshot of that. That is the most brutal break even. That's why I take profits early, is because that happens a lot more than you think. Unfortunately, we didn't make more on these accounts because I actually made, like, I was up when I tried to close it, it was at like right here. It was up like 170, and then I got 150. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. Decent bounce back day. Obviously, we didn't make it all back, but we would have made a good amount back. Yesterday, I did a lot of reflecting on the trade. And my thoughts on that, I'll still watch the charts here for a second, but my thoughts on yesterday's trade, yesterday's loss, I was shorting off hopes and dreams. I mean, did we even tag this high yet? When I was shorting, this will be eye-opening. Okay. We did hit this high, but like barely, and just, I was shorting off hopes and dreams. We never even inversed this one singular gap. I just was like, oh, we're going to go down. Never inversed this. This was just a bad trade. And as much as I say it sucks to have those types of trades happen, where it's like, okay, like this trade never should have happened, you lose on them. And all you can do is accept it and move on. You can only accept the trade and move on. You can't cry about, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have taken the trade, I deserve this money. No, when you think you deserve the money, you lose. And that's why I'm happy with what happened. And I wish I took the $70 I was up and won $300 today, so I'd only been down 150 total on these accounts. But you know, you live and you learn. But what's the big deal? What's the important thing? Look, this week we're only down $280, basically one R, right? One loss. What happens one week when we didn't have the max loss limit in place? We lost $1,000, and that week we lost 300, right? If we only lost 450 that week, I would have been profitable on that week. So it kind of just shows you how important it is to just not crash out. It's just very important to not crash out and to just be smart. Be smart. Look, you lost 500 here. We still had a profitable week, right? Really bad losing day, bigger than all my winning days. Who cares? We still had a profitable week. So I just have to remember that when I'm going forwards, right? Just don't worry so much about the dollar amount, right? The payouts will come in time. You hit some trades, you lose some trades, you hit some trades, you lose some trades, and eventually you get a payout, right? That's just how it goes. That's just literally how it goes. So, it's just like, you know, don't beat yourself up for a mistake. You take a bad trade. Like I took a bad trade yesterday and I started trying to force it back, right? Wasn't in the groove of things. Today I took this trade and I was getting pretty nervous in this trade just because I was thinking about yesterday's loss. I was thinking about making money. I was thinking about if I lose again, I'll be down this much, and then all these different things started spiraling in my head. I almost closed the trade early because this wasn't looking that great. I got in here because I like that. I like this sweep. I like the SMT. I like the displacement higher, but then we started stalling this Fairvalue gap. I started like guessing. We started dumping down. This was a pretty quick wick if you remember watching it live. Then we had this one. I was like, man, we're about to lose. I almost thought about closing it. Then we get this candle. It's like, oh, it looks great again, right? And I took a fear profit. I took a fear profit at these highs at the break even. Could have left that. Could have taken my first profit here. Could have taken another one here. Could have taken another one here. And then break even on the last one, right? We could have made more, right? We could have done better. So it is kind of frustrating. I think if I do take this trade, it would just be with 1 micro, kind of what we had left on that last one. But I don't really even love taking this trade because the market's already proven to be choppy. Market's already proven to not really care, so I might just kind of avoid it altogether. But yeah, that's kind of my recap from that. And then yesterday too, we don't have a daily loss limit set on these Apex, so I really have to be careful. I lost 270, so we're still down about $120 on the week, but that's one trade. That's literally one trade. If this trade hit full TP, we would have been right there, right? So it just goes to show, you know, just if you take a loss, whatever, right? It felt like the end of the world because I hadn't traded in so long and just such a heavy loss. Probably my biggest like actual loss besides crashing out of all time. Lost some accounts. The accounts were lost just because of drawdown not being there, right? I took my payout. I knew what was happening when I took the payout. I knew I was going to not have drawdown. So a lot of things went into yesterday's just kind of tilt. Today, again, would I have gone until if I lost? Maybe, because I was just being frustrated. 2 losses in a row, been down heavy, whatever. We were one trade away from payout. If I get this account to $1,000, I can get a payout of $1,000 or $500 each account. That gets to 1,000. That's pretty cool. And I was just thinking about all these different things, and you know, it gets to you. So, again, another day where I was one trade away from the payout, and I blow it. So it's just there's a lot of small things that go into all this, and you just have to be aware of it. And that's why, again, today, I mean, I was literally nervous in this trade, and it started working. It's like, okay, cool. This is what I thought was gonna happen. There's just so much, man, that I'm just trying to get better at. I want to talk about it real quick. The Steelers, bro. I'm trying to be a Steelers fan. I think I'm more of a Jags fan, to be honest. I mean, I live in Florida. I'm really close to Jacksonville, so my cousins are big Steelers fans, and they're the ones that really kind of got me into the NFL. So I was like trying to be a Steelers fan. I think I'm gonna root for them, but wow, dude, that was just the worst offense I've ever seen. I mean, Texans' defense is elite, is actually elite, but wow, man, it was just so depressing watching the Steelers try and play football. I was just like, I couldn't believe. It's like, okay, that was a bad 3 and out. Let's just play some defense, get the ball back. Oh, turnover, fumble, recovery, whatever, drop, snap. Like, getting the ball back, playing out of their mind defense. The Steelers were playing out of their mind defense, but somehow the Texans were playing even better defense. And the Steelers I was like, okay, 3 and out. Let's just play defense, get the ball back, play good. And then they just could not ever find any rhythm. Metcalf made that one drop early in the game, and he never bounced back. It was cooked, so yeah. I'm not going to take it on the Apex accounts. I can't risk just being up 150 across 14 accounts. What even is that? Doesn't matter, but 154 times 14 equals 2 grand, and then we have about 600 here. I should just be happy with the day. I mean, what are the odds that if we get this inversion that it goes up? I mean, maybe. Like, I could paper trade. It's not like I couldn't see it. Right? Sometimes I feel like that's what happens with my trading is I'll look at something and I'll be like, oh, I have to take this because it's like, oh, like, it doesn't count if you don't take it. But it's like I could watch it and paper trade, and if it loses, it loses. It's going to do the same thing it would do if you took the trade for real. So, I don't know. This market's kind of weird. Like, not taking this high out. And then reversing is just screams, hey, this is not probable, right? Even though I always like equal highs, it's a really good target. We haven't swept anything on ES or NQ that we didn't already sweep. So I'd just be a little bit more skeptical. I wonder if anyone shorted this candle here after this close, you're kind of the method. I think that's a horrible trade, but you know, you do you, it's printing. But yeah, Steelers were very disappointed yesterday. I really thought they were going to win, man. I thought they were going to win. Now going forward in the NFL, I really don't care who wins. I mean, maybe it's cool if the Bills win, but at the same time they beat the Jaguars. I was in the stadium for that game, and the fans were just really annoying. So I kind of want the Bills to just lose. But then at the same time, there's nobody that's like exciting to win. Like the Seahawks, like I care less. Broncos, they're so mid. Patriots, I don't want to see them win another Super Bowl. But at the same time, it's not the end of the world if they do. Shorts look good here. Who else is there? Rams, like, who wants to see the super team win? Right? Texans, I don't mind seeing the Texans win. I mean, I don't think they can because CJ Stroud and their offensive line is just, maybe not even their offensive line, their offense is just so trash. I think Nico Collins is out, so they're just cooked. Who else is there? Niners would be cool to see go to the Super Bowl, but I don't really care if they win. Like, I don't really care about the NFL anymore right now. Like, there's no teams that are, like, sick. But I guess that's kind of how it is. Like, if your team's not in it. Like, previous years, it was just Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, superpower, and then Mahomes. So, the fact that neither of those are there, it's kind of just like a dead year. So, I don't know, man. Who are you guys rooting for in this Super Bowl, for the Super Bowl? What's, like, the dream matchup? Okay, this like, random flip is kind of concerning me a little bit. Because ES still has yet to grab these lows, the data lows, so not really sure. I'm not really comfortable with what's going on here. I'm going to log out of these accounts. I took my screenshot. These accounts, I'm done trading them for the day. Yeah, I can't be asked to give up $50 from each account if I lose or win or whatever. So I'm done on these accounts for sure. Logging out. I already have my screenshot. Day done there on those. And then these accounts, if I do trade it, it'll probably just be 1 micro. But at the same time, I made 200. Like, why would I need to take another trade? I could go in here. How much is this stop? $60. I might try that. And then go break even at these highs right here. TP might just be this. If I lose this, I'll probably just lock my accounts. These accounts. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to like snap lock the accounts because I'm gonna be kind of emotional. Yeah. That's kind of just an unnecessary $70 to give away. I did think we were gonna run higher though. I'm gonna look actually just one more chance on these accounts. It's down 350 now in the week. That actually sucks. Still haven't grabbed this low. Probably should have waited, honestly. Waited for this low to get taken. But I don't know, I thought we were gonna go from here and run this liquidity, at least. Could give it one more try. We still haven't, the same problem is that we still haven't ran that low, so it's just like, I really want to try it. Yeah, if we could get a second close there, I would have entered, but we get one close, that's a fake out and just dumps. Like, I don't have to take this trade. I don't really need to. This is also a pretty good short. But with how grimy these shorts are, I actually feel like longs are gonna print. So I'm actually gonna sit here for a second, not gonna rush into anything. I'm gonna look for a long off this low. So that when we get this SMT, we can get something like this. Hold up. I think something like this looks really nice. Let me draw it out here. Sweep of this low. Bang, 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 bang. Something like that with an SMT at this data low. I'm gonna sit here and wait for that, and if it doesn't come, no trades. I'm gonna stick to that. As much as I want to short to that low, there's no real point to, because it's just low probability. Like, look at these wicks. Boom, boom, like here. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why I added the sound effects there, but cool. But this liquidity also just looks so free whenever. So I think the break even actually be probably lower, like here. But this is just good liquidity as well. This is like an adding point or like a trail stop through this level. I really like this now. And if we don't get it, we already made money on the day. So as much, I think I have to just, another thing I got to work on is just remembering, like, I need to forget about yesterday. Today is own day. I had a winning trade. Who cares that I'm up 150, right? Which is not like anything crazy, but, you know, it's not nothing. I don't need to trade, but I'm thinking about, oh my gosh, I lost 450 yesterday. That means I'm down 300. It's like, no, it doesn't matter that you're down 300 on the week, right? Doesn't matter. But for some reason, mentally, I'm thinking about it, which is something I need to work on for sure. But I have my stipulation for the trade. I'm more than happy to try and enter it with 1 to 2 micros. If we get it and it looks A+. But right now it's just moving so slow. Yes, still is yet to take that. I need to kind of dash through these higher time frames a little bit. We've been kind of in a weird spot here off open. We've not really gone much of it. I mean, we have gone somewhere, but we have not really like gone anywhere, right? These extremes. The 15 minutes, let's see the hourly. The hourly for value gap, 10 a.m. just open. That's beautiful. 10 a.m. can open lower and then go higher. I really like that look. The 4 hour has an hourly wick though. 4 hour we have a fair value gap down here. What's that? Okay, we swept the data low now. But ES NQ, I mean, didn't come down any lower. I feel like this is a bait and switch. I feel like this is not the real one yet. I think we're gonna sweep this low with NQ, and I'm kind of fine missing out on this if we don't. As much as I'll be pained to watch this thing go like this, right? I just don't know if I'm really in love with longing right now. I mean, it does look really good though. But we're still just putting in liquidity, right? This is the bait. This is the bait, right? People trying the long. We're shorting, and we're gonna run lower. We're gonna run these stops, right? All of these stops that we're trying to get purged earlier, and then we go. And if it doesn't happen, we're still up on the day. And I need to remember that. As much as I want to make more, and I feel like if I don't get this and it rips up, I'm gonna feel like I missed out on money, but I didn't. I just didn't see what I needed to see. The market's always gonna move, right? Did I miss out on money because the market did this on CPI and I could have probably predicted that when I was watching it live? I was like, oh, I think it's going to go higher. Did I miss out on money? No, I didn't miss out on money. And this is a great sign to see. So this is just beautiful liquidity. Like I'm more than happy to lose on an A+ setup with this. But I could have waited to avoid this trade or this one, whichever one I took. This one, I think. Could have probably avoided this loss and just gone on this one. But you live and you learn. It's got to go lower now. So ES is about to take out that other low, which is great to see. You have a tiny baby 30-second gap here if it stays open, which hopefully it does, and hopefully we run lower. But this looks like a bread and butter range day, at least. Even if we just sweep this low and go higher, it's range day to this high. Perfect drop there. Let's see. I don't mind more and more SMTs getting made. This could be a great inversion fair value gap. I mean, you need some space to make one, so that's cool. Great, running a lot of liquidity on ES. I haven't even looked at the session lows and highs yet. Okay, so we just ran Asia and London on ES. I love that. This is the 4-hour gap I think we're approaching. Yep, 4-hour gap there. We're in, and no hourly, no 30-minute, no 5-minute. 4-hour, 1 hour, 1 minute. So let's see if this 1 minute opens. This is just a brilliant trade. We swept out data lows as well in NQ. We have SMTs with the London Asia low. I mean, this is a brilliant long. And if it fails, like with these equal highs above, I mean, yeah, I'm more than happy to give back profit on this trade. Because if we get this and we start printing, it really shouldn't have any stopping until these relative equal highs. I can't imagine. So this is a beautiful little reaction off this low. ES is perfect as well for longs off there. Perfect. All right, fair value gap made. Let's see it now. It has to be quick though, because you get this chop, you get this chop, you get this chop all here. This has to be quick. Boom, we just drop through, fake everyone into shorts, and then this got to be like 1 or 2 candles. It really has to be 1 or 2 candles. And I can always do this with one contract and add to it, because even just this one contract would be a really good win. So that's what I'm going to do. Ooh, actually, with this momentum, I got to just say, you know what? This looks beautiful. Gonna do 1 micro. Do I wait for the 1 minute? I think I have to. Alright. I'm locking the account if I lose this. Break even on the first tag of the low resistance liquidity. Don't really know where I want to put my stop loss, really. I like this look, though. I like that rebalance to the IFVG and kind of flip back up. I really like that. Need to continue, though, now. Might even go break even if we run above this high. We'll get it on paper. Yeah, I'm going break even at this high and locking my account if we get stopped. This is so annoying. Wish I never tried to make more money on these accounts. But that's exactly why I logged out of my trade of 8. Yeah, that's a stop out. It's gonna be so frustrating if it doesn't sweep this low and then goes higher and stops me out though. That's why I kind of want to put it down there. That screams sweep. Okay, I should just be done because I've given up so much of this profit, but dude, it's one of those days where I'm just so convinced that we're going to a high. And now it's like, I'm still up, but this is where it gets very dangerous, is that I'm just thinking about where I was, what I made back from yesterday, and you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop because it's like, oh, I was up 220, could have been up 300 if I just took profit better. So many things that just are just frustrating about this, the way this has gone. And then I feel like I have such a clear and obvious draw higher. I mean, this is a loss I think a lot of people are taking. This is very mechanical. But it's a loss a lot of people are taking for a reason. It's a very good trade. And that's like another thing that's like a hard pill to swallow. I really want to be able to find the fold button, right, per se, and just the ability to just walk away from this. But I'm just like utterly convinced that we're going to run this liquidity. But it is annoying to have been up $220 and kind of leave the day with a bittersweet feeling. I mean, we made money on the Apex, but we didn't really make anything on these accounts, and it's kind of annoying. That's all it is, and that's trading. That's something I got to get better at. I've got to get better at just accepting or taking the win. I mean, that's something I've gotten worse at. The only thing I think I've gotten worse at is not stopping when I win. Normally, I would be so quickly done. I need to just start locking the account when it misses this. I can't start thinking about what if it comes back up to these equal highs? What if we get another setup? No, I made money on all my accounts. I'm done. But it's so easy to be like, oh, well, it's just the 3 accounts. Like, you know, like I can just keep trading these and almost treat it like a paper account. And it's just kind of not good. So that's something I've really got to work on. I've really, really, really got to work on that because it's just not good enough at all. It's just not good enough. I mean, this is a fine loss, though. I mean, like, again, that's the one thing, too, is like you take a loss and you start thinking, oh, all this stuff. I don't mind this trade. Like, this is a fantastic trade. This is a trade I'm taking every time. Every single time. Looks better on the 30-second, right? Every single time I'm taking this trade, I just am, right? We had that sweep. We have SMT. We have all this liquidity. Boom. It doesn't work. Cool, right? Cool. It is what it is. It just sucks to try and walk away $75 up instead of 220, right? That's the difference of like $400. We lost an extra 150 each account. So like 450, $400. So it's just annoying. But it doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter because you can make that money quick. Like the worst possible thing right now would be to try and keep trading, lose more, and then really be frustrated, and be red on the day. That would be like the worst nightmare ever. So I'm annoying. These videos recently have just been me kind of like talking myself through the psychology of trading, which I think is good, but it's also just like, why is it so difficult? Why was it so difficult to just take this trade and then be green for the day and be done? Was it because of yesterday's bad decisions that crept into today? Probably. Was it, like, what was it? What is it that makes it so hard to just do what you need to do on the charts, right? What is it? Is it just the ego? I think the ego is getting to me today of wanting to be right so desperately because I just feel like I'm right? That could be part of it. I feel like it's about the reverse. I feel like it's going to do X, Y, Z. Wait for midnight open. They get tagged now in this 4-hour gap on ES. But that could be part of it. Just feeling like I need to be right, wanting to be right, wanting to make more money. I mean, there's just so much that goes into it, man. And I'm kind of fed up with today, honestly. And again, it's not the end of the world. I took a loss on a good setup here. I took a chance on, was it this one? Took a chance on that setup right here, right? I thought that we were gonna run through this. This one I could have probably skipped out on. This one was good, and it just loses, right? It's all good, right? It's all good. Just too overly convinced on this low resistance liquidity that we're probably not building. And honestly too, like, this is the thing. This is why it takes discipline, patience, and discretion to be profitable. Like, look, I see this. Like, there's so many things that tip its hand that I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. Confluence, SMT. Let's go to the 5-minute. SMT there, equal highs, LR. Right? When I look at this chart, I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, this is so obvious. This is so obvious. This is great. This is like a great setup, right? But what's the reality? That sometimes it doesn't work. Like, if all you have to do is identify equal highs and low resistance liquidity and maybe an SMT and be profitable, everyone would be profitable. It'd be the easiest thing ever, right? It's not hard to identify these things. It's hard to understand that when they don't work, they don't have to work. We are in that 4-hour gap on ES now, which I like, and I like this. I'll give this one more stab probably. And then if that doesn't work, then it's probably just cooked and it's not meant to be. The 15-second looks so juicy. This 1 minute will be here. Could set up a 5-minute. Who knows? The only thing I'm worried about is ES has a low right here. Oh wait, which one is it? I don't even know which one it is. Which one do I have marked out? I don't even know why I have that low marked out, to be honest. I think I have this. I have like these lows marked out for some reason. Kind of like irrelevant, but Okay, Asia low swept. We're about to sweep into that unfilled 4 or 1 hour, or 30 minute, or 15 minute, 15 minute. Let's see. This is where we could do that OG market maker buy model back up. Buy side right here. This is original consolidation. Sell side of the curve. Buy side of the curve. I would actually think that makes a lot of sense. But at this point, I just feel like I'm chasing more green. Really. I mean, I've made money. I made money today. I made money today. Half as much as I lost yesterday, but that's because I was half back on these accounts and gave back all of it. Right? Just small things. But besides this one, we haven't got a setup, and there's no setup right now. There's no setup, so I'm gonna pause this in case we get something. I don't want to make it too long. All right, this is like the last try here if we get it. Just like 1 minute, also 30-second. If we flip there, we'll get in. And then it's like, dang, like, do we even make money on this trade? We'll make money. Wow, we'd make a lot of money. But do I just want, like, do I want to be break even on the day? I don't know, something, like, just feels like there's something wrong with this market today. This would be our break even point, and we just let it do its thing. Okay, buddy. Let's see. Okay, let me reevaluate. This is where like we would go higher, but this is also where we're just gonna fall through. I mean, we just have like zoop, 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 right? And then burp. The 5-minute gap here. Alright, we're gonna go back on pause. I'm gonna go back on pause here. Okay. Let's see it. We had this 5-minute gap. Dude, I don't buy this, bro. I don't. We have so many great targets going forwards. We have these relative equal highs on the hourly, then we have these highs. I mean, this is gonna be generational eventually. But right now, it's just being a pain. Kind of also just don't care if I make money anymore, honestly. Like, I honestly kind of just want to be done for the day. Because I can't be bothered to sit here and look at these charts anymore. I really, honestly can't. I really don't care to look at them. Like, even if this setup happens, it's like, do I really want to stay here for 3 hours to get to these highs and just deal with that trade? I don't know. I don't really know if I care to sit here. But this 5-minute looks actually juicy. Go break even at the midnight open. Or just enter off of this 1-minute inversion. FVG. Some potential. But it's like, I don't know if I even care. I don't know if I even care to be here to watch this trade play out. ES is looking a lot better now. This looks atrocious. Now it's going to rip, isn't it? That's that 5-minute gap. It's a horrible entry just because of this wick, right? That's why I don't like it. I don't know, dude. Like, I could just get in here and just risk what I profit for the day. All right, we're done for the day if this misses. This is our break-even point. Well, this is depressing change of events. Bro, I actually hate this right now. It's like I weirdly like this. I like weirdly like this. I also kind of want to just be done though. So get me the break even. I'm locking the account after this trade. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right, we are done for the day no matter what happens here. Honestly, might just target 100 points. Yeah, psych. We're not going to get 100 points. I might just close this thing. Okay, stops there now. Yeah. All right, we're done. We are done. We are done. We are done. Count locked. I am off these things. This is just... Ego got the best of us today. Ego in the sense of, like, just really, really wanted to be right. Really wanted to see these highs. Really wanted to see us just get that push, you know. So because of that, we ended up only making $70 on these accounts. And we were up 220. So I don't even want to sit here because the longer I sit here, the more frustrated it will be. Code Diego on every prop firm I'm affiliated with. Apex, My Fund Futures, Tape Profit Trader. Tradify now is Code Diego. That is very sick. And Alpha Futures. Appreciate you boys and girls for hopping in, watching the video. Subscribe if you're new or if you've been watching and haven't subscribed. I'm trying to hit 8K soon. I'm on 10K at some point very soon. And again, I think we're kind of slowly knocking the rust off, but today was one of those tricky ones where I don't know, just I gotta be careful. You can be on tilt even when you win. That's something I gotta start paying more attention to is when I'm on tilt even when I win. Today was one of those days where I was kind of on tilt even after a win. I really was. Like, I took this win, but it was just kind of like, why didn't it go up here? Oh, we have this. Oh, we have this trade. And it's just like, you're doing too much, right? You're chasing too much, and it's not good. So I should stop when I was up to 220 on these accounts. We didn't end up losing. We made money in the Apex. It is what it is, but I need to start being more attentive to when I'm on tilt on a winning day. So love you guys. Hopefully you guys had a better day than me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.